Welcome back to Dicing with Death, everybody. You two are in the apothecary. Mouse has looted it for whatever he wanted. He also got some incense for his casting.
Oh yeah. Good thing I didn't even have to remind him.
And once he's done looting, he looks at you, gestures over his shoulder, and let's get out of Dodge.
All right,
maneuver.
and walk out the front door.
Okay. You guys walk out the front door. Mouse closes it behind him.
Around me.
And you
In
disappear
the
into
hours
the
of the
city.
morning, tiptoe to the southern wall.
All right. You get to
avoid the gate. Yeah.
Okay. You can come to the wall in a place where the gate is not. The wall is 20 feet high. It is made of stone, and there is a little walkway behind the parapets if you would like to approach it. There are stairs that go up there, and you have seen people walking along the walls of the city. It seems like it's an acceptable thing to do to walk on the walls, but the guards have the right of way.
Okay. Does the wall run all the way to the cliff, all the way to the sea?
It does. It runs from the cliffside all the way around the city down to this shore on the east side of the city. Town.
I look to Mouse and I'm like, up and over?
He shrugs.
I'll start walking along the wall towards the exit.
Okay. As you do so, you spot a lazy bowman who's got a bow slung over his shoulder, a quiver at his side, a short sword at his other side. He sees the two of you walking his way. Looks you up and down, doesn't say anything, and keeps walking past you.
I mean, I've got my cloak over my spikes.
Okay.
So, I don't know. And I don't think I wear a helmet. I don't know that it even improves my AC unless I get critted in the face.
No, because they'd have to make a called shot against your head, which would be a penalty of 4 to hit, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I slink my way to the gate.
You find yourself at the gate. There are 2 hoplites down below, and just like before, no bowmen above, no one else doing anything. The hoplites down below are the gate is open, and they're just watching travelers come in and out. A few carts are heading out of town right now, as well as a parcel of people, but they seem to be leaving as one group rather than individually.
I try and slink into the group and slip out of town.
Okay, you come down off the wall.
Okay. I didn't realize I was on the wall, but if that's how you were imagining it, that's fine.
I thought that's what you meant that when you said you get on the wall.
I meant the street next to the wall. I meant the street adjacent to the wall, but the wall
okay.
fine.
That's fine. You just walk through the streets then. The bowman was above you on the wall.
Yeah, that's how I was imagining it, but
cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, you slink into the crowd and slip out of the city, of the town.
Yeah, I hunch over, and so I'm not that much bigger than an ordinary guy. I smell a whole lot worse, but...
I don't know, you took a bath
so
recently.
All these peasants. I took a salt bath, yes.
But you did sleep in a gutter for a day, and then another night. Yeah,
that's better than the piss.
Yeah, well, I mean, the gutters are filled with piss, so... Cool. You slip out with Mouse and the rest of the crowd. They just travel down the road.
Sweet. How big is this caravan?
There are 2 wagons and a dozen people on foot, not including the 2 of you. How far do you travel with them?
I think once we're approach Mouse.
Oh, hold on. Okay, never mind. There was a weird stream burp, but we're good. Cool. So let's take a look at the map. The road heads towards Clydesdale, out in the plains.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How far did you say you go with them, with the group?
A mile or so, and then I'm going to approach. Clydesdale is the next county over, correct?
It is the next county over. I even have.
Yeah, so I'm going to want to follow the road all the way to Clydesdale, probably. But I haven't shared this with Mouse. I'm going to ask him if he wants to pick up the pace, and yeah, I looked to him and I'm like, you want to pick up the pace? And I'm sort of looking disdainfully at the common folk that I'm walking amongst. What movement rate are we moving at?
You guys are moving at movement rate 9.
Yeah. Okay.
He nods and walks with you. As you pull ahead of the rest of the caravan, one of the guys shouts, "Be careful! There's a murderer on the loose." And the plains, of course, are dangerous. There's lions and ankegs, and it's dangerous out there. Are you sure you want to go alone?
I'll keep my eyes peeled, and I give him a meaningful look with my piercing blue eyes and slip off.
He shudders a little bit and lets you depart. Okay.
All right. So we head towards Clydesdale without these filthy commoners cramping our style. Okay. Do I get ambushed by a bunch of lions and killed? Is that how I die? After you calculated the XP for me, it's a bunch of ankegs synchronously leaping out of the plains within 6 seconds of each other. They wait before you have a chance to move.
So you pull ahead of the rest of the caravan and put a few miles between the two of you. Can you give me a perception check?
I most definitely can. Ooh, and the dice are with me. 28. What do I see about to eat me?
Hold on, I need to do a quick read.
It's never good when the DM's reading the monstrous manual.
Who says I'm reading the monstrous manual? What? Why would I do that?
So I do expect there to be a border within the next... Is this map to scale?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a ways.
Yeah, it'll take you more than a day to get to Clydesdale. I mean, I guess if you really push it on foot, you could get there in a day. But that would be like 12 hours of traveling. Actually, the road is 40 miles because it doesn't go straight. It kind of winds between hills. So a full day of pushing hard, and you could get to Clydesdale, but you'd be pretty wiped by the end of it.
You can't make 40 miles on foot unless...
I mean,
if you're a tongueless mage, you aren't going to make 40 miles on foot and be happy about it.
No. If you walked all day long, you could do it. It would take you like 16 hours to do because you'd have to stop for breaks here and there.
Tyrus on his own. Well, 40 miles? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Balrog might be able to make it in a day.
Balrog could just jog the entire way. If he wasn't a dwarf, he could get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tyrus is probably even better off than Balrog. 15 con and regular sized legs.
Mm-hmm. So you're walking through the plains, more or less minding your own business, when you see coming down the road towards you.
So from the south.
Right, from the south. I guess coming up the road towards you. This very long reptilian creature. It's got to be 20 feet long before you hit the tail. Because it sometimes comes at you and then sometimes like pauses and turns sideways and looks at something over there and then comes back in your direction.
I smack Mouse on the shoulder.
It has...
Praise Rossi. And I point in the direction of this reptile.
It has...
What is that beast?
8 legs. It has a dull brown color to its skin. And it's It's a long snout with whiskers coming off of it, a big, thick tail that kind of lashes around behind it in the back.
You are rolling just money shots on these encounter tables, aren't you?
I will tell you what I rolled later, but for now, this is what you see.
Yeah, I smack Mouse. I'm like, what is that beast? We should probably give it a wide berth.
Give me an intelligence check.
Sure.
To see if you can piece it together.
I'd love to. I don't think I can.
No, you have no idea.
Many-legged cat looks scary.
Mouse grips your arm very tightly and tugs you back up the road, and then turns and breaks into a run, literally dropping his staff as he runs.
I pick up his staff and I run after him.
Okay. You fairly quickly run into the rest of the people, and Mouse goes...
I shout, Basilisk!
You don't know what the fuck that is? Mouse can't speak. You don't know? Are you just making that up then?
I don't know. It might be an Arumvarax. I got it. It had, but I don't think Tyrus has heard of an Arumvarax. I heard lots of legs.
Yeah, it's a greater basilisk.
Oh, shit. Okay. I can't help but incept it into my character, apparently.
Yeah. It's all right.
Spoilers.
No, it just means I described the creature well. That's all.
Yeah.
You shout basilisk.
I've heard of basilisks, right?
Maybe, but you've never seen one. Very few people see a basilisk and live to tell the tale.
Good point.
Godzilla!
Godzilla!
The people turn to and look at you. What did you say?
Lizard, giant lizard.
It's back. My God.
You've seen it before?
No, but every now and then along the road, there's a spot on the road to Clydesdale where there are a group of soldiers all turned to stone. Sometimes you go down the road and there's one less. They say that there's a creature out here that turns people to stone and then eats them.
Sorry I spoiled your badass rumor by knowing what it was. There's a light flickering in the back of Tyrus's brain, like, hey, if I stared this down and tried to cause fear, would my cause fear go off before it turned me to stone?
It's a good question.
But hopefully let's find it out another day and give this beast a wide berth.
I mean, they're worth a lot of experience if you kill one. Or defeat one in combat.
No, I'm just like, let's cut through the countryside to the north.
It's worth like 2 levels.
Charge, soldiers! We will take this beast down! No. Oh, I mean, what is the caravan? I didn't actually mean
they turn the caravan around and hightail it for the city, for the town.
All right, then I gesture to Mouse. I'm like, we should circle around, hit the countryside, and we saw the creature. It was just walking down the road.
Yeah, it was just lazily plodding down the road.
Okay, so I lead Mouse to the north. Off the road.
Okay. You see a small village. It's fairly close to the road. There's a little trail that leads off to it. If you'd like to go to the village, or you can just head out and hang out in the plains.
Yeah, how many miles outside of Redport are we?
5 at this point.
No, I want to move further than this.
Okay.
So I think we keep going. Maybe we'll swing through town and pick up some food. And refill our waters at the well.
Through the village, you mean?
Through the village, yeah.
Cool.
So if we can find someone to like trade silver for bread, I'll do that.
You come through the village. There's a whole bunch of farmers. They look up. Everyone stops what they're doing as you come. They all look at you.
I play more the knight's role if I can at this point. So I kick my my cape, my cloak back, showing my studded leather armor and exposing my sword and shield that I'm still not really touching.
One of the farmers comes up to you, a hoe over his shoulder, lazily, and goes, "Hey, misters, what brings you here?"
Just passing through. Can you point me to the local baker? And I sort of give my hips a jingle and shake my newfound coin purse.
He gives a little bit of a chuckle. My wife's making some bread now, if you want to trade.
I hand him a silver coin.
He takes it and gives it a little bit of a
And
bite.
you have a clean well, I assume?
Of course, of course. He leads you to the well and says, the bread should be done in a few hours. Make yourself comfortable. Just, Yeah, he just hangs out and chats with you if you let him.
I think he sort of hangs around me and chats at me, but Tyrus does not listen.
Okay.
So I'm imagining even I smell a little bit. So
they all smell a little bit. I mean,
they all smell a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Farmers won't care if you smell.
I'm still like, I probably seem like a knight to him, or at least I'm hoping. 17 charisma warrior strutting through town.
Okay.
So I think he's like sitting around fawning over me, and I am just drinking and
sure.
Unless he has chores to attend to, then he fucks off and leaves me alone.
Yeah, after you don't really reply to what he's saying, he makes an excuse to leave, does so. His wife comes over a few hours later with a few loaves of bread and hands them to you with a bit of a smile and nod.
I don't see any horses nearby. That I've got my eye out for in general. I've seen a lot of livestock, but no horses.
There are some horses pulling plows and pulling carts around here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all work animals, but they're around.
Okay. Well, I hopefully get more bread than I can stomach and hit the road with full bread and full water skin. I assume Mouse filled himself with water and is good to travel.
As you depart the town, you feel within you the displeasure of your goddess. She seems unhappy with you.
Oh, I did mean to do a little something extra, but I don't think it does anything at this point. Like, I don't have the power to poison the well with just my touch. I can cause the disease on one, but I can't, like, spread it beyond that, can I?
You can cause disease to one person, but if they contract a disease that is spreadable, they spread it to others. Just remember your mission. Mm-hmm. Our mission is to prep the West for the invasion, to sow dissent, to sow fear, and to ruin.
I did a great job with Lord. I don't know what's going on in Redport at this point, but I'm on vacation. I'm at 1 HP. I'm not trying to stir up shit. Damn it, Barassi. Get off my case. And I think I skulk off into the hills, feeling a little bit guilty at myself for buying bread instead of taking it.
Mm-hmm. Not only buying bread, but like overpaying for bread from local farmers, like freshly sourced organic bread that you paid too much money for. What is this? This is not the way of Rossi. But you make it off. You skulk around. Are you going to try and make it to Clydesdale, or are you just going to hang out in the hills and heal up?
I'm trying to make it to Clydesdale.
Okay. It will take you another day to get there.
I think we take the road most of the way, but we spend a couple of hours circling around this basilisk.
Okay.
I don't know what its territory is, but I'm hoping it was moving north, and we can just sort of aim our trajectory and avoid it.
Yeah, you do succeed in avoiding the basilisk. It takes you the rest of this day and half of the next day to get there. And since this is a really good point to do it, I am going to dole out oh God, I closed it. Why would I close it? Oh my God, I did all that calculating to figure out how much experience you earned, and then I closed the calculator without writing it down. Okay. 4 plus 100 for getting into the city, sneaking your way into the city. You killed you defeated 4 guards in combat. They're each worth 50 experience. So that's another 200.
4 guards?
You killed 2, and then you feared one and made the other, and defeated the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and there was the captain and the the 4 guys that jumped overboard.
Right, that's worth 100.
And then doggy paddled. Apothecary, which I don't know if that counts as a victory. It's a victory.
It's a victory. That's 50 experience there.
And the poisoning the well, or poisoning the water supplies.
I will give that to you when you learn whether it was a success or failure.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Oh no, that's right. Okay, so you get 1,500 experience. That is after dividing it in 2 for splitting it between you and Mouse.
Bastard.
Because you did defeat.
50. Yeah, I'm still 50 away from leveling up.
Oh, you did defeat 3 lions in combat and a giant trapdoor spider in combat.
Oh, that's what it was. Did you include that's included in the 1,500?
Yeah. The lions.
That's what we were forgetting about. All those random encounters that pissed me off. And I guess I harvested the root, but that's sort of included in the whole poisoning plot.
Yeah, actually.
I sold the root and then killed the guy. I don't know if there's like extra XP for both selling the root to him. I guess I got money for that, so I don't need the reward.
No.
I don't know.
Is there anything else? You don't get experience for griffins. You don't get experience for the hobgoblins on the beach. You don't get experience for vultures. Because it was actually... I was going to not nickel and dime you. The total is 3,050 divided by 2, and I was just rounding because of things. But that would leave you 25 experience.
I defeated the lions alone. Did you account for all of that?
I was just dividing it between the party. I did not account for that.
Fair enough. That just means we got to keep playing until I get another 50 experience.
Yeah, I guess you're just 50 experience shy. All right.
And at 1 HP.
Everyone's saying give him the 50. It's not going to happen, guys. You miss 50 experience, you miss 50 experience.
If I had 10% bonus, I think if I had high strength, I would be there.
Probably.
But I only have the high charisma.
Yeah. Warrior, paladin. Prime requisites are strength and charisma. Mm-hmm. What's your strength at? 15?
14.
Oof. Okay. If only you were an ogre.
An ogre paladin does not exist.
Cannot exist, yeah. Cool. So
we meet up at the road and continue heading south. Mm-hmm.
2 days later, you end up in Clydesdale. Clydesdale is the seat of power for Wake County, which is this region we are in.
That's why it's in bold.
Yes. On the secret document that Ryan has that you guys don't.
I was briefed. You think I'm here without that? I represent a large and powerful force.
Actually, there are no...
I've been briefed. I have a mission.
Cool. So you enter the town of Clydesdale. It does not have a wall. No, it does have a wall around it. It is another large stone wall. Outside of the town, there is a stone quarry as well. You can see it where you are, but you don't actually run into it. Yeah, there's guards at the gate. These are not the hoplites that you find in Redport. These are boiled leathered clad guards with halberds. Their hair is a little bit more dingy and dusky than the fair hair of the hoplites in Redport. Not that all the hoplites have it, but more of them do. And they eye you up and down and go, what's been going on? We haven't had any caravans come in for a little while now. No travel on the road. That murderer kill some more people?
If you believe the rumors, and there's a lizard on the road, that'll explain the lack of supplies.
Oh God, he's back again.
Yeah.
I tell you, rumors from the east of strange goddesses appearing, murderer in Redport. The greater basilisk sighted in the plains again. All we need now is Hydroxus to go mad and lay waste to everybody.
Hydroxus?
Aye, there's a mist dragon that lives out in the sea. Rarely makes an appearance. I don't think anyone's seen him in 20 years or so, but he could level the entire town, the entire countryside if he wanted.
Oh, fuck that. I would worry more about the mistress.
The what?
Barassi.
The goddess in the east?
Where does she's set her sights across the sea?
Oh, come now, I don't even know how far away that is, but it'd be ridiculous. You really think that she would come all this way and invade our little corner of the world?
They have ships, I say, and I look meaningfully into his eyes. And Redport is a port.
I do not like the sound of that.
I give a shrug and walk past him into town. Was this just a regular farmer?
No, he was a town's guardsman.
Okay.
Well,
I leave him in his weird pensive mood and step into town.
Okay. You are in town. It is a larger town than Redport. Oh, sorry. Bigger, not as tall. While it is the seat of power for this county, it is not the source of power. It is owned and operated by the Count here.
Do I know any of this, or?
Well, as the seat of power for the county, this is where the Count lives. That's the governor runs the state, the Count runs the county. I did not get a chance to name him because I didn't expect you to get
so
this.
I don't think Tyrus knows.
No, you do not know.
I'm a little taken. I'm like, this is the fucking capital? I'm baffled.
It's a little...
I'm in this podunk country town.
Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. The flag that waves above the keep in the center of town, or on the outskirts of town, are two horses that seem to be charging at each other over a field of yellow. Actually, I take it back. It is a single horse just running across a field of yellow. And the leader, I will figure that out in a bit. But you were in town, and why is the music not playing?
I can hear road music.
Okay.
And now I can hear double road music. Now I can hear nothing.
Okay, this is the music we're supposed to have. If it's playing for you, that's great. I was hoping it would play for us as well.
I can hear it. I assume chat can, but who knows?
No, chat can only hear what I hear, and I do not hear it, but that's fine.
Usually it used to be the other way around. It used to be me not being able to hear anything, and you in chat hearing all the music. The tables have turned.
All right, you're in Clydesdale.
Where does a evil paladin go to unwind? Don't just go to a tavern and buy a drink.
No? What do you do?
All right, I call out some peasant in the street.
He comes over, sees your armor, your weapons, your height.
You there?
Yes, sir?
I'm looking for a seamstress who's not afraid to stitch flesh.
There's a good doctor in town.
Doctors are expensive.
I see.
What?
There's a seamstress just down the road, sir. Her name is Mary Sue. She knit my mother a sweater last winter.
Very well. And I depart somewhat awkwardly.
Okay.
And I approach the seamstress's shop.
All right. You approach. The doors open. It's kind of hot out here in the middle of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So the doors are open. There's a slave inside fanning the seamstress with a very large broadleaf. The slave has a collar around his neck and shackles at his feet. He looks.
Does the seamstress have a collar?
No, the seamstress is fine. The slave is young, maybe a boy of 8 years old. And the shackles on his feet are attached by a length of chain to the wall, and he's just sitting here fanning her as she works on her needlepoint, kind of stitching together something. You approach, and she eyes you up and down and goes, I don't have time to make anything for you. I'm very busy these days.
You don't look busy. He looks busier than you. I nod to the slave.
That's his lot in life.
I look around. Do I see like cloth bandages or anything like that? Or cloth?
There's lots of cloth. Tons of cloth.
Maybe a needle and thread?
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a whole pincushion right next to her. Spools of thread, yarn, anything that you could possibly use to make fabric or make things out of fabric, you can find here. She looks expectantly at you, going,
I pick out some fresh cloth and needle and thread.
Excuse me.
I just like take it off the shelf.
Excuse me. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm here. I thought you were busy.
You can't just go taking my things.
I give her a meaningful look. I can't. Do I see is there like a register? Does this seem like a shop, or does she just like do custom orders?
Yeah, you would just come here, ask her to do something for you. She would do it, and then you would give her money. There's no need for a register or anything like that. Mm-hmm. She stops, gently puts her work down, and says, "Now listen here. What do you want from me?"
Now I have your attention. I sit down in like a chair in the middle of this like seamstress's parlor. Is there only the one seamstress, or is there like a whole assembly line going?
No, it's just her for the time being. There are other seats though, yeah.
Okay. I sit down on the seat nearest her, so I'm like within 5 feet, and I lay my sword across my lap, and I start like undoing my armor, and I'm at 1 HP. I've got wounds.
Yeah.
So
I'm not that sort of woman.
I start to treat myself as best I can, and I've got mouse, and I don't know if this. I at least hope the seamstress doesn't scream or like alert authorities.
She, after realizing what's going on and that you're not like
terrified enough that I don't know if she'll assume I'm a knight or that I'm the horrible human being that I am, but I have wounds to treat, and she's got the supplies. Okay. So I bandage myself and sew myself. I hope that someone with a proficiency steps in, i.e. mouse.
Okay.
That counts.
The woman sits very still and just watches. Mouse eventually gives a uncomfortably loud sigh, takes the needles out of your hand, elbows you, shakes his head, and goes to work on your wounds, stitching them up as best as he can.
Does the slave continue to fan the seamstress the whole time?
Yeah. I mean, actually, he kind of shifts and starts fanning you a little bit after you intimidate the woman strongly. He just kind of changes and fans at you.
Yeah, I kind of hope that the woman just doesn't talk. And just lets me use her facilities for an hour or so, or whatever this takes.
She's very intimidated at this point, and just kind of sits calmly and quietly watching what happens.
Yeah. So yeah.
Nearing when you're done with your work, a few people come in. Two other women come in, laughing loudly to each other and saying, "Oh, Maria, you should have heard what Jasmine was saying down by the water well earlier."
I stand up slyly,
Mouse pricks you with the needle as you stand up suddenly.
Letting my blade like slip back over my shoulder and nodding for Mouse to get out of here.
The women stop in their tracks.
I show off one of my spiked bracers and I say, "Custom needlework, best in town," and push past them out the door.
Okay. Mouse follows behind you.
I buckle up whatever piece of my armor was detached so that Mouse could do.
There's actually thread like leading out of you right now to Mouse's needle. He's like chasing after you with the needle.
All right, I like bite it and whatever. You know, I've had it. I don't want to. Yeah.
As you leave,
that's enough seamstress for one day.
As you leave, you can hear the woman berating the boy for fanning you instead of him, followed by his cries as she physically abuses him.
I got her some customers. And I head down the road.
Okay. You're in Clydesdale. Is there anything else you want to do other than being bandaged up?
I look to Mouse and I say, where are you headed? I lean in closer. I say we should at least figure out what the fate of our nightshade was.
He nods slowly.
Could take a day or two before the rumor mill starts. I imagine the messenger has already hit the... Is there a fucking keep in this town? And I sort of look around disdainfully.
Outside of town, up on top of a hill, there is a keep. A keep is probably a generous word. It's a very large manor house with a couple of buildings around it for troops to live in. That's where the fucking count lives? Yeah.
This man has no style.
The keep at Redport is significantly stronger and more well defended than this thing. You can see that this has like glass windows at ground floor. It's stone walled and it's fairly, it looks kind of intimidating, but if someone were sieging the keep, it would the manor, it would not be that good of a defensible position.
Yeah. Okay, so I say to Mouse, you like inns?
He nods.
Really? I shrug and I try and find a decent inn within the first decent looking inn that I stumble upon.
Okay. There is the first 2-story structure you come across in town is called the Red Mare. And yeah, there you go.
All right. I'll purchase a pair of inn rooms for the night.
Okay.
I ask the innkeeper what that costs.
3 silver a night, 5 if you want food and drink.
All right, I'll pay him 10 silver.
Okay.
And at least get 1 good day's worth of healing in.
Okay, so you can heal at 2 HP per day if you're just hanging out and healing.
I only really can afford 1 day. Unless I can't ask Mouse for money. I'm still struggling to win him over after dying in his arms like 3 times.
No, as long as you don't die in his arms tonight, it'll be okay.
2 times?
It's been 3.
It's nighttime over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's it? I mean,
it's bright and early over here. 7:30, 7:45 in the morning.
That's horrendous.
Mm-hmm. You're telling me. Okay, so you hang out at the inn.
Yeah, next day, I guess.
Yeah, next day. At a certain point, Mouse pays for the inn. Like you don't do anything, but you see him
Well,
handing the innkeeper coins.
I gave him 10 silver. So this is the next day. We're like hanging around the tavern room or what?
Just hanging out in the common room, healing and resting and enjoying
Mhm.
yourself. It's okay. He comes back from the innkeeper, handing the innkeeper money, gives you 4 fingers and some food and drink gets brought over to you, and he points to your abdomen, and holds up his hand.
I shrug. I'm like, I give him like 2 fingers back. V for Verossi.
Okay. We can just fast forward to whatever you want.
How? Okay. I mean, I'm at 3 out of 8. I have 9 silver. Did Mouse? I don't know how much loot he got, but is he covering the gold for? Covering the inn for
4
I think
days.
It'll take me 3 days for me to get to full.
Okay.
2.5. I'm 5 HP down, so 2 HP a day. It's
Okay.
2.5 days.
So 3 days later, you'll be at full HP. We can just skip ahead to that if you'd like.
No random encounters. No lions come and ambush me in this inn room.
No, you are nice and safe in town.
Right. Have we heard anything from the east? Any news
No.
about like any rumors in the tavern room? I mean, I
No,
don't engage a lot of people, but I'm there for a couple of days. I got ears.
You're hanging out. No one seems to say anything. There's no uproar. There's no talk about anything like that. If Lord Redwing is dead, then it is being kept a state secret. If he was poisoned, it's being kept a state secret. There's no news whatsoever.
Not even any rumors of like the murderer.
There are a few murmurs of a murderer who let loose all the people in Redport, but it's old news, and people will bring it up and be like, "Yeah, some other people died recently. They say it was a knight from the west this time came through, hacked people to bits." But there's not a lot of talk.
Well then.
It seems either someone is keeping a very close secret or your assassination attempt has failed.
Okay. All right. So that is it the morning of the 4th day? Or halfway through the 3rd that do I gain like half HP or do I gain an HP every half day or
no full day? So
all right, so the 4th morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think we still have paid for one night in the tavern.
Apparently. Yeah, you have tonight in the tavern as well if you need.
Yeah, so I'm going to head out into town that morning and try and find horses.
There is
a horse.
I mean, this place is called Clydesdale for a reason. They have quite a few horses here. You can find an excellent selection of any of the horse breeders in the area.
So I'll spend the day scoping out the horse dealers with the intent to steal horses.
Oh my god, you totally broke up there. I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, your internet connection is unstable. Thanks, Zoom. I'm scoping out the horse dealers with the intent of finding one to steal. So I want to know like where they're keeping their horses, if I see where the stables are, where they are in the city. They're probably on the outskirts of town, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are outside of the town. There's large pens to keep the horses in, big barns for them to stay in at night. You also notice that there are armed guards hanging out with the horses. And you know the penalty for stealing horses, at least back west or back east, is either you lose your hand or you lose your head, depending on the county. So horse thieving is a big deal. But you're a paladin of Verossi. I don't think you care about the penalty for stealing a horse.
I've done worse. Yeah. So is it usually probably private guards, right? Employed by the houses. And are they there during the day? Like when I'm wandering around looking at these stables or whatever they call them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it seem usually like one guard per?
It seems to be a pair, a swordsman and a bowman coupled together. Or a spearman and a bowman, depending on the stable.
All right, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till evening, and I guess I'll share it with Mouse. I'll be like, I think we need to get more mobile. I'm gonna try and get us some horses.
He nods.
So I'll wait for darkness to fall.
Nighttime comes,
and I can ride a horse, but I don't know. I'm not like an animal person. I don't know if I would have recognized which of the breeders looked better than others. If I would even be able to distinguish them, but there's probably just a bunch on the outskirts of town with. Stables and horses.
You're a proficient rider, so you know enough to be able to spot an old nag from a young filly or whatever.
Sure, but I couldn't tell like between the breeders which ones seemed like they had.
At a certain point, a horse is a horse, Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You go out at night. The gate is shut.
There's no gate. You said there's no wall around the city.
No, there is a wall around the city. Remember, there was a guard at the gate when you came in that you chatted with?
Okay, did you change on that then?
Yes, I said there's no wall. Wait, no, there is a wall. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a shut gate.
There is a shut gate. You approach it. The guard takes a look at you. Says, "You going out in the night?"
I didn't realize that there was a shut gate, which sort of changes things.
Okay, reconfigure.
I'll say yeah. Last minute business in Redport.
Be careful.
Meaningful look.
Basilisk has been spotted out there.
I give him a nod. And does the gate come creaking open in front of me?
Yeah, he just opens the door.
Is Mouse back at the tavern?
Mouse is not coming with you unless you asked him to come.
No.
Okay, you step out into the cooler night air in the middle of the plains. The gate shuts behind you. There's some farms out here, some horse breeders and the like. A couple of little villages scattered directly outside of the town that produce a bunch of food.
Okay, so I'm going to go to one of these horse breeders that I scoped out during the day.
Okay.
And see how it looks after dark.
The big barn that all the horses live in is shut and locked from the outside.
Can I spot any men on watch? Or
give me a perception check.
$24.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
24 is good. You do not see anybody. Let me just make this a passable pass. There we go.
You have a bunch of dice and books everywhere. And
tables and chairs. Yeah.
He's like, what are these crazy kids doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you even know how to say thank you in Romanian? No idea.
I do. It's the same as in French.
All right. Is that okay? Anyways.
Okay, so yeah, you're looking up this barn. You don't see any guards around. You don't see any soldiers, any defenders, but you do see the big red barn with the big padlock on it.
Is there a farmhouse in the vicinity?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe 150 feet away.
Yeah, sure. I approach the farmhouse
Hmm.
and slink up on it in the night.
Cool. You.
It's okay. We can talk about murder now and sacrifices to Verossi. Was that like a cleaner, or was that
I'm not
someone
sure.
like a?
It might be his grandmother. I don't know.
Okay. So does she own the building, or is she changing her trash?
I don't know. I'm very.
Don't know. It could be either. You never know.
It could be anything. I really don't know.
That's what I was saying. Say thank you in Romanian.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of confused, but it'll be fine. They've been extraordinarily nice to me here.
International businessman. You should have been wearing your suit. You should wear. Yeah.
I did bring some nice button-up shirts, a couple of ties, and a blazer for just such an occasion. But here I am sitting in my pajamas, hanging out.
Not those pajamas.
These are the traveling pajamas. Yes.
Cringe. I'm not going to tell Chad about those pajamas. Maybe someday you'll be lucky enough to hear about the pajamas. Maybe Neil's already told you.
I haven't told anyone about the pajamas. They don't need to know anything about the pajamas. It's fine.
All right. All right. So knowing nothing about the pajamas, Tyrus slinks up to this farmhouse in the dark.
Okay.
Approaching the back door or window or something.
Sure. You approach the back door, and as you do so, you hear some barking from inside.
I draw my blade and bash the door down. I think
give me an open doors check.
25 is enough. My open doors is a 8.
Nice. So. You kick the door down with one fell swoop. The door collapses. It hits the dog, who whimpers for a moment, and
let's
roll initiative. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, the dog leaps at you.
I've got my sword drawn.
Yeah, you do, but the dog leaps at you, teeth bared. And you successfully defend against the dog with your
AC
shield.
13.
Yeah.
I don't have a shield, I don't think.
All right, well, then the dog, goes to leap at you, and you step out of the way, give it a little bit of a kick in the ribs, gets knocked to the side.
I've got my shield, but it's not equipped.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
Lashing out at the dog and missing.
You hear roll me initiative, and you hear footsteps coming from downstairs going, "What the hell's going on down there?"
11. That's about as good as I can do.
Good morning, Chucky.
Tell him he's live.
You're alive. And you are live. Yeah. He was very tired. He slept through my wake-up call. I decided it would be better just to let you sleep if you were tired enough that when I tried to wake you, it didn't work. How many hours are you guys in? Just about 4 hours in. Cool. Yeah, take your time. Whatever, we're just playing. So you hear this. What did you roll for initiative?
11.
Oh, wow. Okay, you will go after the dog, but before the farmer. Congratulations. I thought he was going to spot you right away. The dog gives a low growl, circles around you a little bit. You're still facing it, and goes for your calves. He sinks his doggy teeth into you for 4 points of damage.
Stupid
digging deep.
Dog.
Your turn.
This could go horribly wrong.
You could die to a dog here.
Georgie boy in reverse. 18. I don't die to the dog. Does that clear by 5?
Is it a natural 18?
Natural 18. No
Armor class is 13, so it clears exactly by 5. It is a medium size. Oh, you rip the dog to shreds.
Stupid fucking dog.
The dog collapses.
And I strut into the house and decapitate the first thing that I see.
The farmer's coming down the stairs with a candle and like a little candle
9
tray.
to hit. So if you roll for surprise, please.
Okay. Where's my surprise die? That is a 3. A 3 is a surprise. +1 to
Or maybe
hit.
I can weasel in a flank attack or something along those lines.
One or the other. I mean, he is surprised, so you don't. Somehow you get it.
Only 3 points of damage.
Okay.
So he's coming. I slash him as he's coming down the stairs.
You slash him across the chest. He falls backwards with a scream, dropping the candle, which goes out as soon as it hits the ground. You guys are now in complete darkness, which
It's his
is a
move.
penalty of 4 to hit and a penalty of 4 to AC, so it's going to be a wash at this point.
I'm going to assume that he's fleeing and try and make an opportunity attack, even if I can't see him. At -4.
It doesn't work that way. You don't just get free opportunity attacks at -4.
Are you sure? All right, initiative.
Yeah, you hear the.
Actually, he would. No, that attack was at the end of the round, so he moved before I got that second attack. I think
that was him coming down the stairs. Oh yeah, it was at the end of the round.
So I'm not sure where that attack was.
Yeah, it would have been at the staircase. He would have come out to near the front door holding the candle, and you would have stepped in.
Finds me over his dead dog, and I.
Okay, yeah. So let's roll initiative.
Oh, poor dog, poor Georgie boy. 14.
Okay, the farmer goes first. Actually, since he did move first. No, since he moved first, you're actually still in the doorway. So there's starlight coming in. You can see him move. He's on the ground. He backs up, scuttling away from you with a withdrawal, going, please, take whatever you want. Just don't kill me, please.
If he doesn't act, I will finish him off. Or take an opportunity attack if he acts to move. I don't know if he has a weapon drawn.
He does not have a weapon drawn. You can go ahead and just make your attack.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
There you go. 13. Roll a damage roll.
2 points of damage.
You slice the farmer across his legs. He gives another cry, gets to his feet, and runs, which does give you an opportunity attack.
At 4. Oh no, not at +4. Just a okay.
He had 1 HP left. You rip him.
Finally,
shreds.
Oh god, that was sloppy. Did he have a family? Do I hear any shouts from upstairs now that the dog and the farmer are dead?
You do not.
I go upstairs anyways and sort of search the farmhouse.
You come to his open door in his bedroom. You look inside. The blankets are all torn, tossed off, but you don't see any people in there.
I search the building for slaves or family members or whatever.
Describe your search.
I will go from room to room. I will look under beds if there's like frames or in closets.
Okay. In the man's room, you open the closet and you see his wife and 3 children huddled in the closet.
Shall we wait till the innocent bystanders are gone before I slaughter the innocents?
No, just do it. If you're going to do it, just do it. There's no point in pretending.
I finished the women and children. Do you want attack rolls versus defenseless women and children? Or
I would like attack rolls against defenseless women and children, yes.
Defenseless woman, high ground? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just...
she's kneeling. That gives you a +2 to hit.
6 points. And if this is probably several rounds later, right?
Yeah, this is several rounds later. So you kill the mother of the children. The children scream and run past you in terror. According to the heroic attacks of opportunity rules, you get 1 per level.
Fighter, right?
How many combat? Attack of opportunity. What is the initiative?
Your chat is a bunch of monsters.
This is Dicing with Death. You're a monster. I don't know where.
Slaughter the innocents.
Oh.
Don't forget to cannibalize them after you put their heads on pikes.
Oh God. Here we go. Where's? It's under Chapter 1, the combat system, I think. Examples of combat.
Declare a heroic fray. There's nothing heroic about this. This is my due diligence.
Do you remember how many attacks of opportunity you get?
It's more for fighters, but
I think you get at least 2 at level 1 for a fighter.
I do as well.
No, he's still alive. Here we go. Warriors and monsters can make 3 attacks of opportunity plus 1 per 5 levels or hit dice. So you can make free attacks at all the children as they stream past you.
Dear God.
Do you murder? Oh my God! You kill 1, 2. Oh God, that's definitely 1.
Oh God!
Oh God! There's a 3rd child. Make another attack roll.
There's a 3rd child?
Yes, there's 3 children. Oh God! You criticaled the 3rd one. Oh, you butcher!
Versus death.
He fails. Child is considered size small. Give me 2d6 for severity. Oh God!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that's a D. Roll me a D10, not a D0.
Oh, not a D0. Damn it! I thought it was a decapitation. It's just a 7. I think I just sever his arm and he bleeds out.
Oh, you are a monster.
How much experience do those kids give me?
0.
A 7 is a torso.
Yeah, nothing
9.
fancy. You
just severe bleeding and no move or attack, and he's dead.
You just. Oh God,
that was bad.
It's monstrous. The farm goes quiet.
I can hear
Very
the chickens still.
Quiet.
Well, that got out of hand.
What do you do now that you've killed everyone? I don't know why you're even in the farm.
I came for horses and for experience points. I head downstairs and pull the bodies indoors.
Okay.
I find something to eat. I'll let chat decide what it is. And then I will head out to the barn and find some horses.
Okay. You head out into the barn. Yeah, the barn doors are still locked with a large padlock. Oh, you did say you searched the house room by room. You do come across, while searching the house, a large sack of gold coins. It is 250 gold coins, as well as 100 silver.
That makes this all worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Children's lives be damned. 250 gold and how much silver?
100. Yeah, I mean, when you sell horses, you deal with a lot of gold coins.
Yeah.
Yep. You also would find the key for the horsery.
And I will unlock the horsery.
Okay. You go in, unlock the gate. The doors open, and you hear shouting from a guy from inside saying, "John, is that you? What's going on? Thought I heard some ruckus
Just
out."
Going for a midnight ride, and I just walk over to him before he knows what he's doing and
decapitate. Yeah. There's a man getting up from a hay bale. You do have surprise on him.
Okay. Did you roll for me?
You are both surprised by this.
So
you open the door, and it's like he spots you, blinks the sleep out of his eyes, sees what's going on, reaches for his spear. Roll initiative.
If I go first, maybe I'll keep that attack roll. But
that's a 15 initiative for him. What do you get?
An 11.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
I can't. Can I keep the one that I rolled before initiative, or
no?
Another one?
No.
Oh, that's what you get. What armor is he wearing?
Leather.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You slice off his head. He drops to the ground. His head rolls a few feet away. The horses start braying.
I think it's like I cut out his heart or something.
Whatever you want, man. That's almost max damage.
It's one short of. Oh, that's bad. That's ugly.
Yeah.
I step over his corpse and survey the horses. Are they still or are they frightened?
No, they're frightened. The smell of blood's got them in a flurry.
I on the stalls and try and identify the war horses. I think I'm looking for the ones that are more calm, actually, like the big burly horses that are staying level-headed despite the carnage around them.
Well, there are a couple of
screaming.
What is known as bomb-proof horses in here. A lot of them aren't, but there are a few. There's a couple of draft horses that don't give a shit, and there are 2 ponies that don't give a shit. All the other horses seem to be riding horses.
So I will take one of the ponies that doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
That looks like it's got potential. And
you now have
can I get a riding horse that I see a riding horse that looks like I can deal with it? Like that's not going to throw a fit if I open its cage?
Right now, all the riding horses are kind of freaking out, but you might be able to, if you can calm them down, you should probably get them to go with you.
Yeah, leaving its stall shut, I'm going to approach one of the riding horses at random and try and calm it.
Okay. Give me a...
I don't have an animal handling or anything, so I don't know.
Give me a willpower check at -5.
Yeah. No, just shy, unless I had a bonus.
No.
I probably get penalties for all the bloodshed.
You try and calm the horse, but it's just freaking out. The closer you get, the more it panics.
Can I approach another one?
Or no, that one panicking stirs up the others, and all the horses are going crazy.
Including the draft horses?
No, the 2 draft horses and the pony don't give a shit. I mean, they are bomb proof. You could set off an explosive next to it, and the horse would just look at it. I'm like, yeah. So
all right. So I pulled the draft horse out. Do I see any saddles or saddlebags?
There are saddles. There are reins. There are all the things that you need to ride a horse.
Yeah, so I have a riding proficiency. I start suiting up the draft horse with a riding saddle that's probably a little small for it, and the pony.
Oh my god! What happened in chat?
Oh my god! I've 17 charisma inspired at the bloodlust in chat.
For those of you watching on YouTube, chat has just spammed "chosen by Verasi" or "off with his head" or "blood for the blood god" just over and over again. Oh my god.
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Not quite, but the same idea. Even if you rat cleaver's in there.
Yeah. Cool.
And Chucky's in there inciting the mob.
Yeah.
It's like right next to you, undermining your authority.
This is not undermining, this is increasing authority. If you guys were subs, you could actually show rat cleavers if you wanted, but only for subs.
Of course I am. All right, so I strap a saddle to each of the horses, both the draft horse and the pony.
Okay, you get them all saddled up and good to go.
And I lead them out of the wagon and shut. I shut the door behind me, but don't lock it.
Okay. As you lead, are you riding or leading?
As soon as I have head clearance, I'll mount up on the draft horse, keeping my eyes peeled for an archer.
Okay. As you exit, you hear the sound of horse hooves beating their way towards you. And approaching from the city are 2 men on horseback in leather armor. You can make them out in the moonlight.
Do they have... Can I see what their weapons are?
They seem to have a... Give me a perception check to see if you can spot weapons.
11, 22.
Yes, you spot spears.
How many yards off down the road? I assume this is still pretty flat ground, so I can see for ways. silhouettes in the moonlight.
Yeah, you can't really make them out until they're 50 yards from you. But they're definitely headed in the direction of the barn.
I lead the horses around the side of the barn and dismount and try and calm them. So I try and leave the draft horse and the pony around the back side of the barn so that as these guards are approaching the front, they wouldn't see.
Yeah, they're just chilling. You hear the guards gallop up and go, "What, John? John, are you here?"
So I left I never locked the gate to the barn. So the door is probably ajar, the body's inside. I'm going to be like around the corner. I'm going to hope that the guards enter.
Yeah, you hear the door creak open.
I'm going to come I'm not going to charge, but I'm going to swiftly move around the side of the barn and attack whoever is not inside.
Okay. Let's see. You do not surprise him, so give me an initiative roll.
Shit.
15 versus your 16.
16.
So you come careening around the corner. The guy goes, "There he is!" and makes a stab at you with his spear. Even with the high ground for a horse, that is a miss. The spear clatters against your studded leather as you make your attack roll. Saving throw versus death. Oh, God. No, you slip in a cow pie and fall flat on your back.
I hope I assume one dismounted and entered the...
Yes, but that guy was taken by surprise. So give me initiative roll for next round while I roll their initiative. And this is where I would play the battle music if I could hear the music.
Slow.
Where is Clash of Kings?
Forsaken Pepperossi. Run like hell.
What did you roll for initiative?
Not great. 11.
Okay. They do both go before you. The one on ground comes first, running at you, spear out.
Weapon drawn?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You are on your back. You're all the way prone, right?
I assume that's what cow pie means.
Yeah. So he gets a plus.
I actually went after... Oh, no, that was... Okay, I got to move after cow pie, so I don't know if I stood last round or if I ended last round on my back.
You ended last round on your back. Yeah.
Okay.
He comes over and stabs you, only succeeding because you are on your back.
I rub it in.
Oh, shit. You take 3 points of damage as the spear pierces your side.
That's it. I'm at 1 HP.
The man on the horse goes to stab at you, but you roll out of the way to the side. The spear strikes the ground where you were as you get to your feet.
All right. I stand up, sword in me. God, I get 2 attacks. Are my attacks better than my saving throw? I rolled initiative already, so I'm going through with the cause fear ability. Looking at the one who's still mounted. So I look up at him at the horse, and I just glare, and I say, "Flee while you still have the chance." And he gets a saving throw versus petrification.
You can visibly see the shiver that runs up his back as he takes the horse and just gallops past you towards the hills and the distance.
Provoking an opportunity attack against both him and the horse.
I'm going to consider them one target. You can make an attack at one of them.
Critting the man.
You get back attack on that as well, so that's a double crit. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Oh, no, he's got leather armor. Yeah, it wasn't a double crit. Anyway, yeah. Okay, you rip him to shreds. He collapses off the back of the horse, and the horse keeps going.
I turn to the other and I say, "You meddle in matters beyond your comprehension. Flee, fool."
Give me an initiative roll as I make their...
God.
Okay.
Morale check. 50% of the party's gone. 2/3 if you count the horse.
Let's see. 50% of the party is -4. Abandoned by friends, I think, is the more appropriate one here rather than 50% of the party gone. His penalty is 6. He's lawful, +1. Was surprised, -2. Yeah, he quakes in his boots and withdraws deeper into the barn, shaking his spear at you. Who are you? What are you doing here? You're the murderer, aren't you? The murderer of Redport.
I change my action to hurling daggers at him in the barn. So I don't know if I can do that. I mean, maybe I'll do that on Bastard Sword initiative, I guess, or maybe next round.
I think it's initiative right now, anyway. Oh no, that was your turn. Yeah. So
he beat me to the initiative, I think, and withdrew into the barn.
Okay, so you can throw 1 dagger if you switch your attack.
Yeah,
I'll let you. Give me an attack roll.
Firefox is dead.
Oh no! Do you have a real die next to you?
I do, actually.
Just roll the real die.
Oh, my red die. We got it right here. 13. Probably minus penalty for dark, but he gets penalty to AC for darkness.
Yeah, the penalties are a wash. The dagger lands end over end, sticking in his chest for a...
Oh, I guess I gotta roll that manually too, or you can roll a d4.
No, I'll let you roll them.
4 points of damage.
The dagger lodges heavily in his chest as he continues to stumble backwards.
I've still got the Bastard Sword in my right hand. I pull that Drew dagger and threw it with my probably a Bastard Sword in my left. So I've got my sword in my offhand, and I threw the dagger with my right.
Roll me initiative.
Okay, I think I can roll 20 again. Your highest CPU usage is affecting. Yes, I know my computer sucks. Thanks for telling me. Actually, sorry, that's another dagger unless he attacks me.
Okay, so that's a 10.
So 11. Oh, 10. Yes, yeah. 10. So I've got my sword in my offhand, and I'll make an opportunity attack if he tries to push past me.
He turns, runs for the other door of the barn, grabs it, shakes it.
Locked.
It's not working because it's locked. He's going to try and kick it down. He does not kick it down.
Feared, by the way.
No, he's not magically feared. He tries to kick the door down. It does not budge. And so he ends the round, his back to the door, spear up, facing you, although he does not. He used his action, so he's not in guard position, technically. Although I shouldn't tell you that. I should just let you figure it out on your own.
Oops, that's supposed to be a d20.
Yeah.
It's a 19.
That's a crit.
My last dagger, only 2 points of damage.
That's still enough. He had 2 HP. Another dagger sinks into his chest next to the first one. He slides to the ground. The horses are still going crazy in the barn.
I say, well, better horses on delivery. And I strut over to the fallen guard and pull my 2 daggers out of his body.
All right, you get some daggers.
I take the time to pull the guards into the barn. I shut and lock the door behind me because I have the keys. I think the only key
door can only be locked from the outside.
Yes, so I drag the guards inside and then lock them in the barn.
Okay.
I will leave the confused horses wandering around. I'm going to swap my draft horse for one of the guards' horses if it seems more well-behaved.
Yeah. It's also, yeah. So you switch out the draft horse for the riding horse?
I think so, but I don't actually know.
Draft horses have more HP. Riding horses are faster.
Yeah, I think a riding horse and the pony.
Okay.
That pony will be my war horse when I reach level 4 or whatever
you know what?
It is.
I lied. Draft horses have the same HP as riding horses.
They're just stronger?
Yeah.
And slower?
Stronger and slower.
Yeah. So I mount up the riding horse.
Okay, and mount up the riding horse.
Tie the pony behind me and start heading back into Clydesdale.
Okay. You get back
I'll wait
to the
for daybreak. I don't want to approach while it's still dark.
Okay.
Can we kill the battle music, maybe?
Sure. I didn't even know. I can't hear it at all. So.
Okay.
I didn't even
Well,
know it was
chat
going.
can't hear it either.
No, no one can hear it.
Oh, did I loot the guards? I think I forgot to loot the guards. I don't get
You did
fucking
not.
town guards. They ain't gonna have shit.
You
compared
just
to
picked
that.
up 250 gold.
Yeah.
You're good.
I gotta stop reading chat. Those guys are monsters.
You're the monster. The monster chat deserves.
So I wait until dawn,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ride back into town.
Okay. As you approach town, the guard there at the gate looks at you and goes, "Hey, Jesus, have you heard? The cutthroat of Redport has made his way here."
I say, I just rode in from Redport.
Oh God.
Looks like you got some trouble on the road up north. I say I sort of gesture back that way. I say the next horse breeder up, and I sort of give him vague directions to the farm.
He nods. Yeah, we sent out a couple of guards last night when we heard the commotion, and we found him this morning, dead, as well as an entire family. Husband, wife, and even the 3 children cut to ribbons in their own house. It's a nightmare.
That's terrible.
He even killed the family dog.
Was anyone eaten?
Has he been eating people in Redport?
I don't know. I didn't mean to
Oh my God.
sow those ideas in your head.
The cutthroat's a cannibal.
And I ride past him.
Wait.
Stay safe, soldier.
But okay. You ride into the city, and why don't we wrap it up here?
Yeah, give me the measly 35 experience or whatever I get for slaying guards and townsfolk.
All right. I think it's going to be 49 experience. Let's do some calculations. The guards are worth 50 each, so guards times 1, 2...
Only 2. And then a dog, and then the...
Plus a dog. The 0th level villagers get nothing. 0 experience for them.
What about the children?
Children are 0th level.
Children sacrificed to Verasi. Were they not the right child?
They were not the right children. You will get 50 experience for intimidating the shit out of the woman and her friends. The
Oh yeah,
seamstress.
that was badass. That was role played.
That was pretty good. That was well role played. I'll give you 100 experience for stealing horses. I will give you 25 experience for implying that you're a cannibal. That's very
that's all
fear-inducing.
chat. That is all. They've been calling me a cannibal since like episode 1, even before the cannibalism allegedly started.
Okay. And I know Mouse was not even present for any of this, but as long as he is a party member of yours, the experience will be split between the 2 of you. So you get 100.
I'll take it. I'll take it if he's considered a party member.
He's considered a party member because he keeps saving your life. You get 163 experience.
Give 163 experience to Mouse.
I should record his experience too. What is your total experience right now?
I just hit 2363, which levels me to level 2. I got a lot of that before I met Mouse. I think I was at 700. Well, no, I was at 700 at the start of the session.
But you met Mouse in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
So
got.
I think Mouse should have something like 1500.
No, he has the exact same amount of experience as you. All the XP you've gotten has been divided between you and him evenly. So he's got the 2363 plus.
He can't have more than me, or maybe that's why he won't be my henchman. It's because he has more experience than me. That could make sense.
Yeah. I think you guys are working together. If anything, you're his henchman at this point. I mean, you just went and fetched him a horse. You are helping him with his duties. How much experience do you need to be a 4th level wizard?
A fuck ton. I think like 10,000.
Sounds about right. Okay, do you want to roll some HP and stuff for level ups?
HP.
You were right, 10,000 exactly. So he has...
Money shot. Boom, 9 HP.
Nice.
The hero we deserve. I was at 1. God, so now I'm at like 2 out of 17.
Yep.
God, it is going to be a long road to recovery. But at least I have horses.
You get a +1 to hit.
Yes, indeed.
Is there anything else you get?
I think that's it. There may be some. Are there any paladin-y things? I don't think so until like level 3.
Is that when you get spells?
If we
Or
got a
spells at
minute or
level
two.
9? What level?
No, spells are at level 9. Paladins in 2e are not what they are in 5e.
Yeah.
But I get like Turn Undead. I think that's level 3 though.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's an evil paladin. You get an extra cause disease or cause fear. What did we decide? How was the cause fear working for you?
Cause fear should scale as lay on hands. So I don't know if you want to give it. I think every other level would scale better if you're considering it a level 1 spell.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if it's the equivalent of doing, I guess I'm thinking Cure Light Wounds heals an average of 4.5 HP. So 2 lay hands is 1 cure wounds. 1 cure wounds is 1 cause fear. So
That's a good way of putting it.
Level 3, I would get another
cause fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
The diseases scales with every 5. Wow.
Why are you stroking my face?
Once.
Can you touch Neil inappropriately? Schwai, you are the inappropriate
third
thing in
and
chat.
Third and fourth level are turning or taming undead and calling a warhorse. So when I reach 4th level, does that mean my pony gets upgraded into a warhorse?
No, you would call your faithful steed.
What if my faithful steed is this?
It could be this pony. It could be.
Next level is 4,500.
At 3rd level, you would get weapon and non-weapon proficiency as well, but that's not here.
Yeah, that's next level though.
Yep.
And I have money now. Oh, I can upgrade armor. Next session's gonna be good. Oh yeah. All right.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Dicing with death.
That was good.
What do you have to say for yourself allowing that to occur?
Allowing that to occur, I must remain impartial, or else the game has no meaning. So, if you want to murder women and children, then you may murder women and children, and
it's not. If Varasi wants it,
Varasi wills it. Yes. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll figure out a time to play next. I'll be bopping around, so
next week we can try. I don't know. You're on European time, so this may wind up being inconvenient for you.
Maybe not. I mean, 4 a.m. is not that bad of a time. I think we'll have to play it by ear, figure out when we do things.
We will coordinate, but keep an eye on the Twitters.
On the Twitters and on the everything's on the calendar.
Yeah, Koibukan is in full swing, so
super full
your
swing.
Eyes peeled for content.
Okay.
That's it. Anything to plug in? We got shenanigans this week.
Shenanigans. I need to send out an email about that. Yep. That's it. That's everything. I think Chucky and I are gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do. When do we leave?
We don't have a schedule. Like, we can do whatever we want.
I think Chucky and I are gonna play some games for a little while. So stick around if you want some more streaming content, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.